can't forget you. I'm down inside of me, so close.
What is up, YouTubers? Nick Shop here, and figured, I'm wanting it in the garage. That's alright. Yeah, remember my camera's on to the left side, but I like looking at the screen, I guess, and look around. That's what I like to do. But oh yeah, where to begin? Story on track. How did I get into garden tractors? Well, or actually, how did I get into cadets? That's the more thing, I guess. I don't know where to begin. Because back in the 90s, we were into hot rodding tractors. But back then in the 90s, we didn't really have much, you know, we just did what we could do. And how come my grandpa buys a new mower for his trailer park that he ran, and we usually ask our grandpa if he doesn't want it, can we have it? He asks us, what are you gonna do with it? Anything. We just looked at him straight in the face, or eyes, made eye contact, just told him, we'll have a little fun with it. And he goes, well, alright, you can have it. And it was, we usually get Craftsmans anyway. They're old Craftsmans, not sure what years, but we made the exhaust for them, come out of the back to the tailpipe, or underneath the axle and stuff. It was so easy to do back then. And I don't know how many transmissions we went through. We usually put in gear and go play, and drop the clutch and let it rip, and do wheelies too. Didn't break anything except for the rear end, but. And then back in 2000, I think it was 2012, I believe, where I got a video coming of that soon, of what my LT1042 looked like, 1000 series, 2005 model. Made a hot rod. It was pretty awesome. My cousin Aaron and my brother, they traded some stuff for it, and I got a free tractor. Came with everything minus the seat and engine, which is no big deal. I told him, I don't care, I'll find an engine. I had a original Xbox and a original PS2 that took me a long time to find because it was one of those old PS2s, the very first gen of them. Well, I was sitting around here, come by Route 18, and where we used to have a skating ring where we can all go skating back in the 90s. Not anymore, but this guy turned it into a, oh, what do you call it? I can't think what you call it. Flea market type deal where vendors come in and they can set up and sell their stuff as well. It was awesome. The guy had a, I forget what kind of tractor it was. I wish I'd done a video on it. That way I know what kind of tractor it was. Maybe I did. No, I wasn't really into YouTube back then, 2012. I know I started back in 2010. I've been doing it for 8 years now. So, I actually wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everybody. And I appreciate that. And thank you for new subscribers subscribing. I appreciate that as well. If you're watching this video, thank you. Big thumbs up to you. I'm trying to remember. The guy had it out there. I think he wanted. I don't know what he wanted. He said he's open trades as well too. And I was like, well, I got an original Xbox with some games, and I got the old first gen PS2 with a lot of games. And I was like, would you be interested in trading that? He said, well, you bring it in, I'll take a look and see whether we have a deal or not. Alright, ran home, grabbed all that, took it back up to him. He looked it all over. He goes, this is a deal. Take it. So we loaded it back of Mike's truck, brought it home, took it all apart. I basically got the tractor and scrapped the. The only thing I wanted was the motor, so that's all I cared about. I got the motor. We saved the pulley off of it, and then I took it and scrapped the rest after I think I kept the tires too. No, I didn't need it. I mean, we got to run first. Then we took it apart. I never had the head off of it or anything, and it was a Briggs Stratton 12 horse. I think it was a 12.5 maybe. I could be wrong. It could be 12. A lot of fun track. It was a fun tractor when I put it in the 1000 series. And I was gonna do another one, but needed some extra cash to get some spare parts, as some of you guys knew. So I sold my project to some guy who really needed it on Facebook. He had a spare motor for it, and he was just looking for one, and I gave him mine. Sold it to him, and I got the Suburban fixed, running, driving. Got a little small hiccup with it, so I got me and Mike are gonna do some work to that. No big deal, easy fix. But I'll tell you a story how I got Suburban as well. And boy, my cousin Aaron gave me the first tractor, and then later on he says I got 2 more tractors and $250 for both. And there were Spirits of 76, Cup Cadet Spirit 76. Hey! I got one. I put them both back together. The hoods need a little bit of work. I got one fixed, but I got it running. I got it mowing. A lot of fun. It was a fun tractor, I'll tell you that. And then the solenoid. So one day I went to go start mowing. Got right up to out of the patio with it, and just sparks were flying. And I'm like, oh, that ain't good. So I turned it off and took a look at it, and here it's like, all right. Took the shield, took the flywheel off, and then that's when I noticed the the solenoid. I think that's what they call it. That charges the system as well. The solenoid, I think that's what they call it. It's like a U shape that sits up on the block. It broke. Or not broke, it stuck. So I left it sit. I was going to buy new parts for it, planks and all that stuff, but I left it sit and sit. After I seen what people do to restore them, I'm sort of like, well, I won't have a room or anything like that. Just set it somewhere, and just if I restored it, I would never drive it. And there's no way. Unless I take it to a tractor shows, then that's about it. But that wouldn't be no good for me because I like driving my Cubs. I gave him my spare 76, gave it to him. He said the same thing. He goes, I don't want to start and leave it set. I'm like, yeah. He goes, you don't care if I sell it or anything? I'm like, no, go for it. I was like, I don't want to do the same thing with mine. I tried and tried, and nobody wanted it. Had bites here and there, and then they back out of the deal. And then Mike from Pennsylvania contacted Mike about trading tractor for a tractor, and he showed some pictures what he had, and Mike wanted my help, and there was a 122, which Twisted Out Racing is getting, which is awesome. He's very lucky because usually we don't sell our Cubs. Because we usually buy them and collect them, but I gotta admit, it's going to a good home, and I'm proud of it. And the only time I ever sold a tractor is the 1450. I parted that thing out, which I never did, or I wish I never did. Anthony's waving back. Anthony, Facebook Messenger. And the 1210, I sold that with the 1450 motor deck spare one I had. The 1450 motor is in my 127, which is actually right there. And I'm sitting on my 100. Now I traded my 76 when I seen he had a Cub Cadet. Either it was 100. To me, it looked like 100 or a 70 or 73. I mean, this thing was. I'm gonna admit, my tractor looked like crap. It looked like hell. It had a voltage regulator right here, key switch right here. But now you look at it. Oh, and also where I'm sitting at, I had a hole right here, which you can still see kind of is right here. And this whole piece was basically cut out. Me and Mike, I was sick one day, and he did the part for the gear shifter. And I cut out, when I got feeling better, I cut out my dash, that square, and the key switch out. And I tech welded a little bit, and he finished it. This is awesome. Thank you, Mike. I'm gonna say this. I used to be in games. I didn't give a crap about anything else but games. And then, what was it? Got me motivated to started being more involved in the real world instead of right around games. I think it was pretty much Fast and Furious. Seeing all the cool cars and what they can do with them, and that's when I started liking different kind of cars. Doesn't matter what car it is. There's Ford, Dodge, Chevy, Nissan. Nissans I like the most. I like the Nissan GTRs, V-Spec 2s. I like the Nissan Fairlady Z and the 370Z. I like those the best. The Nissan GTR got Godzilla. I don't really care about that car. Maybe that's four-wheel drive, but there's Mitsubishi I like. The Evos, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evos, I like them. Subaru hatchbacks, I like them. Or no more Subarus. 2004 model is pretty cool. Can't remember. STIs is what they call them. And I want to be more involved in everything else, like Macro's doing. So that's how I got that involved in working on cars, trucks, tractors. Even though Mike's got more tractors than me, but that's okay. I was the first one to have the Otis tractor. It was a 64. And then he got the 63 Cub Cadet 100. And I'm like, son of a gun. Yeah, he's got the Otis tractor. And then we got later on, our cousin Aaron had a Cub Ridge though that he didn't really want anymore. So we worked out some deals and we got that off of him for trade to do some stuff for him. And Mike, we went to the scrapyard. Yeah, real quick. That's funny. Minutes for me, seconds for you. We went to the scrapyard. We seen two Cub Cadets, originals. Mike's tractor was complete. It didn't have no hood. It had a motor. I mean, it had everything there except for the seat stuff. Way I remember it had two skinny tires, egg tires in the back. It had the front tires on it as well. I think, maybe not. And everything was there except for the seat and hood. And I think it had a steering wheel on it. I believe, yeah, I did. I don't remember taking it off. Maybe not. I can't remember, but I was looking in one of my videos to see. But then and then I was like, okay. So I looked up the year later on when we had it, and I looked at him. I about flipped out when I seen it. Made February of 2000 or February 1961, which is rare for that one. But a rare one would be a 3-digit. Nobody around me has seen one yet. Even Aaron, our cousin Aaron even. But I posted on Cup Fever. I'm like, look what we got. And this one dude asked what the serial number was. Well, I didn't really know what the serial number was by heart. So I went out in the garage, and that's when I found out what year it was. And then our cousin Aaron goes, made in February of 1961. Very great find. I'm like, I'll be over in a little bit or something like that. I was like, oh, yeah, what's going on? It's pretty early for no, 4-digit. We got oil filter baths for mine and his, which is awesome. I have the spare original that had a motor in it, so I got that motor. He's got his original motor. He's got everything to put back together. He just needs the hood and I think the seat bracket and the seat, and that's it. I'm trying to remember what else. But basically, that's how I got started in Cup Cadets. A lot of fun. Hot rodding, doing crazy stuff with tractors back in our day. And 2012 was my first Cup Cadet video I ever made with my 1000 series. Then came along the 125. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 125. Now, that took, I think it was like 3 tractors to put one tractor together. Aaron gave me 2 125s. Gave me a rear end for one. Gear drive axle. Because I gave him back the hydros, because I didn't worry about them. I like a gear drive. And transported me into the 124 that I had. And when Mike got his 124, I gave him my 124, which my brother Richard worked on that 124, made the frame stretched out a little bit on the side so I could set in there. And later on, I gave it to my brother. I told him he can have it. I still got the rear end. I still got parts that I can put in the 124 together, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm going to do that later on. And now, if you guys got any questions, feel free to comment and ask me any kind of questions. Like, back when we were kids, we never really thought about hooking up a sled or anything to a tractor. Since I have my daughter, I thought about that because I see a lot of people do on YouTube. I see a lot of people do on Facebook, and I'm like, okay, that looks like fun. I'm gonna try it. I said, great, it's a lot of fun. And then doing burnouts and Cup Cadets were pretty fun. I was gonna do a Cup Cadet burnout when I got new tires, like I said, but unfortunately I didn't do it because I need to get new tires for the 100 or my 100. It's so hard to. They're off my brother's 102. Now he's got skinny tires on his 102 with egg tires like me. So basically, right there is Michael's 102. That's those cool tires. I think that looks pretty sharp. And now I got new egg tires. I don't know if we're gonna do any tractor pulling or anything. That see, we always do that for fun. And now the final process. How did I get into the Suburban? Well, that's one story I never really got into. Nobody asked me. But our mom, she drove. Oh, what kind of car was it? Well, I don't think I was born yet when she had it. I don't know. Mike knows more about it than I do. It was a Dodge Omni, I'm gonna think of. Not sure. But my dad kept that thing running with 2x4s and stuff like that to fix the frame because he didn't want to take it to the dealership and have him fix it or buy a new car. The structure was kind of rotted out, so my dad braced it with 2x4s, traded lumber, fixed it. And then when my mom driven by, she seen a, what was it? It was her first Suburban that she saw. I don't remember where it was at. I think it was at the Dodge dealership when she saw it. So my dad, she told them, can you hold it? Stuff like that. I'm gonna go talk to my husband, this would be my dad. And then she drove down to the store, Pound's Market, and talked to my dad, and he goes, why wait till 5 o'clock? Dad took off early, bought the Suburban, She had her first car, or her first Suburban. And then after that was Suburban after Suburban after Suburban. We had probably about 4 or 5 Suburbans that I remember is like an orange and tan. It was like almost like an orange and brown color ish with a tan on the side. Then we had one that was like completely all like orange color, like orange brown. I think it was all color like that. Then we got a blue Suburban. These all have tailgates, like the ones that you roll down the window, then you have to open it like that from the inside. Those kind of tailgates. Some were heavy tailgates too. And then we had one more Suburban after that. Was a pretty much like a brownish orange. Like I said, they were all like I don't remember what exactly I'm saying. That's what I remember. They could have been different colors a little bit. I think of one. No, I'm sorry. One was a brown, like a bright brown or dark brown. I think it was completely brown with tan stripe on the side. Usually they have those. This last one was a orange and brownish color into it with a tan on the side. Pretty color. I had a 454 big block in it. The other ones had like 350 small block in them. We traded that for my dad's truck that we got now. Same thing with my dad's brown truck as well. I think his was 79. And then one of our good buddies named Randy. He had the Suburban that we have now. And they did what they could do to get it running. And we did everything we can do to get it running the correct way. We fixed a lot of stuff. Previously it had a 454 big block in the vehicle, but they blew that up and they stuck that 350 small block Chevy with a 350 Monte Carlo transmission with a van drive shaft into it. Was a massive headache. So then me and my dad, I found the correct. Tracked down a drive shaft because we looked everywhere around Ohio and couldn't find a drive shaft. So I got online and I started digging around and I found a drive shaft in Chicago, Illinois at this junkyard. Paid $400 for it, came with a yoke for free. They shipped it, that was all included shipping and everything. Got it, set it to the side, went to me and my brother's friend, which is, he's a mechanic uptown, he does great work on cars, trucks. And our friend Sam, he had a transmission. Paid him $125 for a 400 transmission turbo, I think it is. Great transmission, still runs good. We didn't rebuild this motor. All we did is clean up the gaskets, put it back together. That was it. I don't think I had the heads off of it, but I think I did it anyway, just make sure. And that was it. Stuffed it back in there with the 400 transmission. Put the drive shaft, correct drive shaft in it. New carriage bearing and everything. Runs, drives great. A little bit of carburation issue. I think the gasket ain't tight. I don't think we got the part tightened up. Or I bought a cheap carburetor gasket rebuild kit. My fault. I just went out and spent the $50. Could have been done real with. But you learn from your mistakes. But we don't know yet. It could be loose. It's like a small carburetor leak issue. So we're gonna see about that in a little while. And a good buddy, like I said, and then we got new tires. Well, I got used tires for it. They're new to me. But I am gonna be putting new tires on it. But I'm gonna be doing I'm thinking about doing what do you call it? A GoFundMe page where I can have a little bit extra help, a little bit more push to get the Suburban done. Plus the house rough and the garage rough, I'm going to do that as well. A GoFundMe page since YouTube is not paying me no more. It's totally fine. I can wait to get remonetized, but by then I need to get more views on my channel. I need to get up to like 100 to 1,000 views on my channel on every video to get monetized. You can't get donations anymore. You got to be monetized to get donations. I figured, why not set up a GoFundMe page, explain nicely that about the spur bin, about the roof on the garage and the house. I really don't know what's going to take to get the spur bin done with paint on all that stuff, the rockers, I need new drivers, passenger fenders, inner fenders, rocker panels, or yeah, rockers for the driver passenger side, all new gaskets all around. That means new seat belts for the front and back seats. The window gaskets is what I'm talking about. Cargo door rudder strip. I need cargo door strips. Like the seals that go inside the door and around the door. Same thing with the passenger and driver side doors. Back and front need to be replaced. And about, I don't know how much those cost really. I know the seat belts are $100 a piece. That's $500 plus not including the small seat belts yet. I have no idea how much they are. YouTubers, don't forget to add a couple things. Let's get into finish the video a little bit. Here's my small block 350 that I got. It's a 1979 or 1975 block. So for a little extra help with this, you know, I'm gonna try to get sponsors to help me with it. I'm gonna try, and then also I'm gonna do a GoFundMe page as well, like I've been talking about, because as you can see, that's left over my gasket. And then down here, it leaks and everything. I need a new rocker for that side. That looks pretty bad. And I need to get new seals for my door because I don't want it to start rusting. You know, there is a hole right there. That's pretty good. But put my window up just in case it does rain. This is all falling apart. Everything, I want to get all that new. Same thing with the back. It's starting to fall apart. And I have no idea how much LMC is going to charge for that, or even where to get it. Down here, these need new. I'm going to replace these gaskets too, because I got to get in here and do the body work of here. Me and Mike is the cargo door was stripped. It's only half, and then that's it. That's what's left of it. It ain't supposed to be like that, and there's supposed to be more to it. And then my door, it's all chewed up, rotted. Same with this door. This door is supposed to have a water strip at the top. You can see. And over here, maybe it's just the top part, and then from here down it seals like that, I guess. I'm not too sure. I never had cargo door Suburban, so I'm going to be doing a lot of research and trying to get sponsorships for this. If not, I'm going to do a GoFundMe page as well. And over here I got to do the same thing. Oh yeah. And in here it's starting to leak. Right there, it comes down to right there, and that's about it. I know the water was in here before. That sucked. So yeah, it's gonna need a lot of work. And right here's the stuff that we did. That's new. Gotta fix all up in there. Everything. Leaf spring. Check that leaf spring out. It ain't supposed to be like that. Oh, that is. And if I walk around the corner here, it's a little bit better. Much, but I need to get new shocks for front and back. Back seats are new, but you can see there's water right here, and I don't want that keep happening and rust my new quarter panels out, rockers up. Oh, for the back seat. Oh yeah. Third gasket up here looks pretty good until you get it wrapped in here, and it looks like crap again. Sure is hot in there. And up in here it's all crumbling and falling apart. So the back ones are pretty good. But I still want to replace them and replace all these because they're all. Gotta get new fenders because one, they're still plugged on. And fenders as well. I need new ones of them. New end fenders. As you see right here is starting to rust through. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still recording. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Hopefully y'all can see that. How bad it is. It's awful. You know? And then if I'm gonna be driving my daughter, these tires are pretty good. I mean, they still hold air. They did pretty good. They got about what, 150 psi?
What's that?
Tires.
150?
Or I mean 50 psi.
Yeah, you put 50 pounds in.
Yeah, it's got about 50 because LTs.
If you're hauling some, you need to put 60.
60, yeah. These tires have about 50 psi. They are the LT series because the LTs do need 50 psi, and you are recommended to use these the screw-on exhaust stems. I found that out. If you don't, yeah, because if you say like you got 50 pounds of air and you're hauling something or just going down the road, you'd be lucky enough it doesn't pop out and the tire goes boom. That's it. You're done. Oh, I'm sweating like a storm here. Because if you even look on, cause look at that LP, yeah. And I paid. What did we pay for these tires? $100 used? 80, yeah. But we got them down to like what, $30 I think it was.
You want $100 for them. We got them all the way down to.
I think it was 80 or 30. I think we.
No, it's less than that. 7, we paid 70.
That's right, 70.
You want $100, we have 76.
Yep. Or something like that. But I got to replace the bulb in that side, and that side's still good. That bulb I need to replace, so I'm going to get to that. This is pretty easy to come done. Now right down here and just hit the bulb. Oh, she's white. Okay. Get the hand out of the way. Actually, does she look blown?
No.
Maybe because it's white and they ain't working like that, maybe. Okay. 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 See, it's blinking.
It is?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
It is. It's blinking.
Yeah. Oh, let's go do it. Look at the other side. Why aren't you working? Right, I know, I see that, but Why does their side work, but that side does not?
You have to dig into it.
Yep. Well, thanks for watching, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. I gotta go figure out what is going on with my blinker now. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.